Hi everybody, it's Kim and it is time for my July TBR. I can't believe it's July. I can't believe I feel like the world's almost becoming normal again in some ways. I can go places without a mask now. I can walk around bookstores without a mask on. I'm loving it. Obviously the world's fundamentally changed, but I do feel certain levels of stress depleting. Like, I'm enjoying summer and it's great. For the month of July, I have a couple of different piles of books that I must read this month. So for July, I have a couple different piles of books I need to read this month. And then I'm trying to leave room to read more fiction. Then that's like definitely gonna be mood reading. I have tons of different fiction books to get through. I mean, I wonder if you can see it. That right there, those are all the fiction books I need to read. Like, I actually own quite a few fiction books now. I hope you're proud of me, Leslie. So anyway, let me show you what I'm gonna read. So the first thing I'm gonna read this month, I am actually in a food book club that's not hosted by me. It's with Kitchen and Letters New York City, a bookstore that, oh my God, sounds like a dream. It is a culinary bookstore focusing on everything cookbooks, food writing, food history. They, through 92Y, have a virtual book club for food books. And I think I paid like $120 to join. The reason it costs that much money is that they actually send you the books to read. So the 4 books we're reading, one of them I already owned, which is Mark Kurlansky's Salt. And that is the first book of book club. I'll put a picture here. I've read and reviewed this book already earlier this year, and I'll link to that video above and in the cards. The other 3 books on the list are The Rituals of Dinner, The Origins, Evolutions, Eccentricities, and Meaning of Table Manners by Margaret Visser. So this is all about the origin of like table settings, how we eat the way we do. I'm excited. The second book is The Land Where Lemons Grow, The Story of Italy and Its Citrus Fruit by Helena Attlee. And The Secret Life of Groceries by Benjamin Lohr, The Dark Miracle of the American Supermarket. So this book is a very recent publication. I think it came out last year. I have seen it, I have wanted it, and this seemed like a really great way to justify buying the book and then also force myself to read it sooner rather than later. This book, let me check, when did it come out? 2020, I was right, it came out last year. So those are 3 books I'm gonna be reading for a book club, and I'm hoping that it'll keep me accountable. Fun fact, and I will totally admit to this, I actually own these 2 books. I bought them again. Kim, why on earth would you do that? They're wrapped on my wrapped TBR shelf, and I wasn't gonna open all of those books I wrapped to find them. So I do have 2 of these. If you guys want these books, when I'm done reading them at the end of summer, I'll have 2 of set. I'll have 2 of each. Hit me up. Maybe I'll do a giveaway. Do you want a giveaway? Or they're going to be donated to the Little Free Library. It's my money. It was slightly foolish, I recognize, but whatever. I'm excited to read. Another book that I didn't get to last month that I want to read this month is We Are Each Other's Harvest, Celebrating African American Farmers' Land and Legacy by Natalie Bazile. This is the uncorrected proof, and if I really enjoy the book, I will get a final copy to support the author. She is also the author of the novel Queen Sugar, and if I like the book, I'll also look up Queen Sugar. This is an arc. Actually, at this point, it's out in the world, so I really should read this, and I mean, thank you to the publisher. Thank you for Amistad for sending it to me, so I better get my button gear. It's a larger book, like it's like a floppy book. It feels almost like it could be a textbook in a positive way. This would be great reading. Looking at it, it's 300, no, I lied. It's about 330 pages, but the font is, the font's big. It matches the book, so I'm hoping I get through this as well. And this one I might start at the beginning of the month because the first book of book club in July is Salt. Like I mentioned, I've already read it, so I have time and I don't have to track towards the first book for book club. The other final book I really want to read this month is Honey and Venom, Confessions of an Urban Beekeeper by Andrew Cote. This is about a New York City beekeeper, so I'm really excited to read about this. I have 2 other books that partner with this for a secret project. I can't tell you about it right now, but the project will go live at the beginning of August, so I gotta put the work in July. And it's a partnership with another face that you know and love in the nonfiction booktube world, and I'm super excited. But that brings the must read to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books I'm showing you, and 2 more that I am not showing you because they're a surprise. So that is 7 books, and then I'm also leaving it open for fiction. I find that I shouldn't put a specific fiction book on my TBR. I find that I will look at the shelf, see what I want to read, and go with it, and I'm gonna let fiction be a mood reading kind of experience. And I know I've said that, I'm just still trying to find a process that works for me. So right now I find that if I want to read an audiobook right now, it tends to be fiction. So usually I'm going on Scribd, or I just got the Libby app because now I'm going to get a library card in New York, which is great because then maybe I'll stop buying books and I'll start reading fiction that way. My goal also with having the library card is to stop buying fiction books, not because, how do I explain this? There's nothing wrong with buying fiction books, but I know my tastes in nonfiction writing much more. I know what I'm gonna like, I know what I'm not gonna like. But with fiction, I'm still figuring that out. That's a great opportunity to use a library card and to rent a book. And then if I love it, I can go buy the hard copy of the fiction book later. So I am thinking, guys, I am trying to work through this. I think one of the books on the top of my list to read is The Kitchen Front, or Amy Tan, The Joy Luck Club, and Tweet Cute. Tweet Cute's been out for so long. The fact that it's a young adult book, I feel like I'll have something to talk about with a larger audience. But yeah, that is everything I plan on reading for July. I'm going to be gone the first week of July anyway because my sisters are coming up and my mom, and we're going camping in the middle of the woods, and it's not the kind of weekend that I'm going to have time to read anything. So we'll see. And starting in July, our team is returning back to the office. So one day a week, I'll be flying to and from Buffalo to Chicago. Maybe I'll use my flights as reading time. That might be nice because those days I'm going to be on a plane at 5:30 in the morning, and I'll be landing back in New York at 10 o'clock at night, 10:30. So it's a really, really long day for me. So we'll take it from there. But like that flight home is 2 hours, so that's good reading time, right? I'm a little nervous. It'll be my first time in a plane since Dad died, and I know I'm vaccinated. I know the world's getting better. I'm going to fly with a mask on and bring all my sanitizer and stuff, but I don't know. I'm nervous, I guess. I can't help it. But yeah, sorry. What do you think of my...
Hey guys, it's Kim of the Future, who picked a book for my July TBR to unwrap and accidentally left it in the other room when I was filming, so I forgot. So let's unwrap this. Of course it'll be added to my TBR. It's kind of crazy that I can kind of tell when something was wrapped based on the wrapping paper. So this is definitely one of the original books I wrapped, but it has no hint on it. So we'll see what this is. I'm trying to do this while holding a camera, my phone, so please forgive me. It is The Big Oyster, History on a Half Shell by Mark Kurlansky. This is the author of Cod and Salt, which, ironic that we're covering salt in the book club this month, and now I have a different Kurlansky book. This is a newer printing of the book. It is on the older side. Not older, but, you know, it's one of his earlier works. That's a better way of saying it. It's about... Oh, I got it at Unabridged Bookstore, which is a great local bookstore in Chicago, Illinois, and it is part of the LGBTQ plus community, so queer-owned bookstore. So that is super, super awesome. So again, Mark Kurlansky's The Big Oyster, History on a Half Shell. This is probably a book I could probably find as an audiobook, and I actually quite enjoy Kurlansky's books as an audiobook, but I might read it physically. It's less than 300 pages. I'm super, super excited. Now this concludes my July TBR. Sorry again. Okay, bye.
July TBR. Should I open a kitchen and letters kind of bookstore in Buffalo, New York? I dream about it sometimes. I want to call it Cover Charge, and it would be a bookstore open from 9 o'clock at night till 9 in the morning for all of the night owls out there in the world. I don't know if I want the bookstore to be only food books. I thought I did, but I want to also be an open space. So maybe it's like I also put food fiction in there and cookbooks. Like, I don't know. I don't want anyone to try cooking in my bookstore in the middle of the night. But anyway, let me know in the comments below what you think of the idea of Cover Charge, a nighttime bookstore. And if you haven't already, on your way down to those comments, make sure you hit like and subscribe. And if you want to communicate and talk with me on other areas of the world, the digital world, you can find me on Instagram, or you can look at my newest blog posts over at booksandbread.com. I hope you're well. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.